How did Ariosophy influence the Thule society? Imagine a secret society deeply rooted in mystical beliefs, ancient myths, and racial ideas that helped shape a major world event. That's what the Thule society was all about. It was formed in Germany in the early 1900s and connected to occult ideas. One of the biggest influences on this society was a set of beliefs called Ariosophy. This was a mystical doctrine that focused on the supposed wisdom and superiority of the Aryan race. It combined ideas from Theosophy, which is a spiritual movement, with Germanic pagan traditions and racial mysticism. Ariosophy was created by occultists Guido von List and Lanz von Liebenfels. They believed that the Aryans were an ancient, divine race with mystical powers. Lanz von Liebenfels claimed that Aryans were created by interstellar beings called Theozoa. He also said that other races were degenerate hybrids. These ideas about racial purity and mystical heritage became central to the Thule society's beliefs. The society adopted these ideas as a core part of their worldview. They believed that the Aryans had a mythic homeland called Thule, which was linked to ancient places like Hyperborea or Atlantis. This mythic land was seen as the original home of the Aryan race. The idea of Thule gave the society a spiritual and symbolic source for their racial ideology. Ariosophy also influenced their use of symbols and magic. Guido von List revived runic mysticism, using runes as symbols of spiritual power. The Thule society incorporated these runic symbols into their rituals and iconography. For example, the twin runes used by the Nazi Schutzstaffel, or SS, come from Ariosophic rune magic. The society was secretive and combined occult study with political activism. They promoted Aryan supremacy and opposed groups they saw as threats, like Jews and communists. Many early Nazi leaders, including Rudolf Hess and Dietrich Eckart, had ties to the Thule society. The beliefs and symbols from Ariosophy helped shape Nazi racial ideas and occult symbolism. They created a mythic and conspiratorial view of history that influenced the Nazi movement. In the context of lost civilizations and ancient cultures, the Thule society's use of Ariosophy was a way to connect to a mythical Aryan past. They believed they were reclaiming a lost land and ancient wisdom. This mix of racial myth, occult symbols, and secret society activities places the Thule society in the world of hidden history and conspiracy theories. They used ancient myths to serve modern nationalist and racial goals. Ariosophy gave the society a framework to justify their ideas of racial purity and spiritual destiny. It also inspired their use of symbols and rituals that created a strong sense of identity and secrecy. The influence of Ariosophy extended beyond the society itself, impacting Nazi ideology and the occult currents of early 20th century Germany.